What marks the beginning of your day? Well, mine usually begins with core questions about love and life, about connection and giving, about establishing magical, mystical contact with people, with trees, with flowers, with birds, with the wind. Of course, there's a deluge of information coming toward me. The moment I pick up my phone, the moment I tune into any piece of news that's being hurled at me, so do you. You're all drenched in information that's just being forced down your throats, hitting your sensory organs all the time. How do I shield myself, and how do we protect ourselves from all this unwanted flow of information which is now getting noisier every day? What if you're not in the right frame of mind to be discussing the situation of a war erupting, of a difficult economic crisis emerging? You'd rather be tuning into the grass blades in your front lawn. You'd rather be enjoying the blossoming flowers, ripening papayas. I'm just describing my front lawn, and what I would like to experience is the soft grass under my feet, and not blaring horns of people trying to get their children to school, rushing and cutting through traffic, wanting to tear through each other's vehicles and get there. I'd rather have a slow start to the morning with a conversation with a creeper, with a dialogue with the birds singing just across my house, perched upon the two parallel electrical wires. How does one choose what input and what sensory stimulation to absorb and respond to? It's pretty simple. We're all blessed with choices, right from the moment we get up and draw our first breath. The length of that breath, the pace of our heartbeat, is constantly impacted by these external stimulations, and we can choose what we want. We choose the music we listen to, we choose the films we watch, we choose the actions we take. We have perfect control of the acceleration we want to give our car at this moment to reach our destination. It's absolutely in our control what we want and what we don't. Spoiled for choice. So spoiled for choice are we that we can actually direct each and every step. The more holds us back from making more conscious choices. Why are we sleepwalking through life and not engaging with it in a more aware manner and making sure that we choose what pleases our heart? We select what gladdens the soul, what fulfills us, what nourishes us, what becomes true soul food. I ask this question in the morning, and I slow my pace down, and I start making different choices. I pick up a book of poetry instead of the newspaper. You could pick up your favorite musical instrument or tap your favorite inspiring song. It's just a matter of those tiny little choices in how we measure our steps walking up to the washroom, how we chew upon the breakfast, and how and what we decide to eat. Oh my God, these little tiny things are setting up the tempo, the pace, the whole mood of the day. And somewhere back there in my subconscious mind, I've decided all this the night before, when I retired for the day. If I slept hugging a thick pillow of concerns and worries and burdens that I carry in this life, then I'm bound to toss in my bed and turn in my sleep. I'm bound to send concern and worry signals into my subconscious mind. And this subconscious mind, which is 95% of how and what I do subconsciously and unconsciously the next day, it determines the pace, the tempo, the choices, because I've sort of given a shorthand description and instruction to my subconscious mind the night before. And the subconscious mind has gone further to talk to the superconscious, the God source, and God's magnanimity is that she's gonna give me what I've asked for. Ask and you shall be given. Kun faya kun. Jo mange Thakur apne te, soi deve. Whatever I ask for, I'm given. It's granted. It's available. So the superconscious has gone to work. The source has actually moved all the pieces on the chessboard of life to rearrange circumstances, to create beautiful coincidences or difficult situations depending on what I've asked for before hitting the bed. My prayers are answered, and I've set the tone by communicating with my subconscious, and the subconscious has given the same message to the source. And this one universal mind that connects everything, connects all of us, is at work rearranging the universe exactly the way we've anticipated, expected, and gone off to sleep with. Imagine the beauty and the power of this prayer. I've started to change my routine a bit. I hit the bed with gratitude now. I fall asleep in the lap of love, contentment, and I get up in the morning with the same spirit. And when my subconscious mind is dreaming through the night, it's dreaming of beautiful things, it's dreaming of absolutely miraculous, happy circumstances. And that is what started to define life for me. And that's how I've started to change things around. Hey, life is as plain and as simply beautiful as I just stated. The map is in our hands. The choices, the conscious choices that we do make at this point in time determine exactly how it's going to pan out, because the conscious directs the subconscious, and the subconscious unfolds our plans to God, and then we get what we've asked for. So what's your little conscious choice today And how different is that script going to be from yesterday? What beautiful, new, mindful thing are you going to try that's going to alter the messaging, that's going to change the instruction set, that's going to put a different, entirely different plan at work? Think about it. Ponder over it. Usually the 60,000 thoughts in the day are comprised of 45 to 50,000 to sometimes 55,000 negative thoughts and repetitive thoughts. 5,000 fresh thoughts every day. That's dozens of thoughts a second. Beautiful, engaging, creative, amazing thoughts. I can have 2 in a second. You can have a couple in a second that change the entire script of our lives. How about trying that? Starting with one fresh, gorgeous, beautiful, positive, happy, constructive, all-inclusive, universal loving thought. One every hour. And we can change the world. One thought. One new conscious choice at a time. And that's exactly what I've intended to do. And that's what I intend to do. And I want to start doing that by communicating this message to you. And then taking it forward. One gorgeous, beautiful, transformative, changing thought at a time. One message of love, selfless, unbounded, expanding love at a time. You and I carry the essence of the Creator, and we're here to create. Co-create. Let's create beauty. Let's create love. Let's create a gorgeous life for ourselves with every little choice that we make. What's the next beverage I consume? What's the next food item I put in? What's the next conversation I have? What's the next word that I utter? Perfect freedom of choice. Do I act out of an old script of reactive behavior, or do I write a fresh script of looking at everyone anew, loving everyone again? Is this the beginning, or is this the same old story being dragged? Immense choices. How exciting can life be when we look at it through that prism and not the old, shabby, dirty lens? Think about it. And let's start making some changes. Let's shuffle things around. Let's love. Let's care. Let's go out there and make a difference. Have a super day.